In this video, I'm going to showcase this character in anime dimensions. This is what I'm using and with no assists or damaging traits. Remember to like the video and subscribe. The first ability is kinda weak and really slow, while the second ability is a really weak dash move. The third ability is good, but only if it crits, and the fourth ability is strong and has good AoE, so it also has instant activation, but it just takes too long to actually get the damage. The fifth ability is an awakening move, so obviously it's good, gives you a lot of damage, a lot of AoE, and stat bonuses. Well, the assist is also really good. Good AoE, good damage, instant activation, and boss damage on awakening effect bonus. In raids, he does have pretty good spam abilities. First, second, and third abilities are all really fast abilities. So with Kurumi, I could see him being pretty good, especially now with the awakening move. He was not previously that good, but now he's got an awakening and gotten buffed. So it's pretty good. He's gonna be pretty good. He's actually pretty good in raids, both without and with a pets. He's not like the best without the pets, but he still is like usable. But he's like on the level almost as like Dio and stuff like that. But with a pet, he's also like almost the same level as, well, not the same level, but slightly below Dio and stuff like that. And Dio's the best raid character. Honestly, Yoriichi is probably the third best raid character out of the mains, being after Naruto Awakening and Dio being the first, Naruto Awakening the second, and now Yoriichi being the third. Because Yoriichi has really good damage with his abilities, even without like the pet, because he has an awakening move first of all, that just gives him a lot of stuff. His first, second, and third abilities are really fast, and the fourth ability has good damage, just really slow. But in general, the third ability and the first ability, if they all crits, it's gonna be fine. Same with the second ability. As long as they crit, it's gonna actually total on quite a lot of damage, and the cooldowns aren't too long. With a pet, I think he would benefit a lot from Kurumi because he has spam moves. But while using Garo, he's not too bad. Like, his energy gain is not the best, so he M1s for most of the time. So he doesn't have the best pet energy gain. But in general, I can't really explain exactly why. But Yoriichi is just a solid character. He, with crits and good stats, is gonna be really good, and with a pet or without a pet, is gonna be really good as a main. But sure, he is the third best raid character when it comes to mains. But the reason why I personally would get Yoriichi is because of his assist right now. Yes, he is a really good main, but either way, you're going to use Dio because Dio is better, and I've always said in basically all my videos recently that you should get Dio. So you want 2 assists, and that's why you shouldn't get the second best raid character right now, Naruto, because you would use him as an assist because Dio's gonna be the main, and Naruto isn't the best of his assists. So I would personally get Yoriichi. Yes, the second character you should get after Dio is probably going to be Yoriichi. He is a good main, really good main, and he's a really good assist. And raids, he's really good here. And like, same with boss rush, he's not too bad. Like, he doesn't have the fastest moves because, well, the only fast moves are like first, second, and third abilities, and they don't deal the most amount of damage. He's not the best in boss rush by any means, but he's not bad. You can definitely use him. And everyone with an awakening move are kind of good at boss rush because it's a move that you usually can only use once per 2 minutes. But now when it's a game where you only play for like 30 seconds, you can use it anyway, and it's gonna be really fast. It's actually pretty good in boss rush. And when it comes to dimensions, or actually speed raid first, let's go through speed raid. He has pretty strong moves, and the fifth ability AoE is really good. So even here, when Rimuru teleported, I could hit it, and this would have been like a 10-second speed run on my like 5th speed raid. So it would if Demon or Demon didn't teleport. So it's actually pretty good. And in dimensions, he does have good AoE, and he does have a jumping dash move, so it's kinda a dash move. The problem with Yoriichi is that his second ability is kinda weak. His third ability is only good if it crits, and the first ability just takes a bit too long to actually get the damage. It's kinda too slow. That's basically it. His 5th ability is wonderful. It's really good. A good AoE, good damage. 4th ability is also pretty good. You can't move around with 5th and 4th abilities, but it's still pretty good because the AoE and damage is sufficient to kill a whole area. But yes, Yoriichi is definitely someone you can use in Dimensions. But either way, even if Yoriichi is a good main in both Dimensions, Boss Rush, and also not to mention Raids, he isn't someone you're gonna use as a main character. But I do think that you should get Yoriichi for the assist. So, like, Yoriichi is just going to be a character that you want to get, and he's really, really good. And honestly, I would probably put him at around A tier. A tier is definitely gonna be where I think I'm gonna be placing him, because, well, he's a good main. He's right after Naruto Beast Mode as a main, but he's also a good assist. He's meta assist. I would not say that he's better than Naruto, even though he's more useful than Naruto and you should buy him first. I would say that he's slightly worse than Naruto, because, well, yes, Naruto is really, really good in just in Raids and Dimensions. Much better than Yoriichi. Yoriichi is meta assist, but still, I would not dare to say that Yoriichi is better than Naruto. But either way, he's the 3rd best raid character in the game that I can buy, so I would definitely say that Yoriichi is a pickup. Yoriichi is definitely a good main. I can't say anything else. According to my list, he's actually the 3rd best in raids out of the raid characters, both with a good pet and without a good pet. That is, of course, being said with Awakening. So, Yoriichi is by no means a bad main, but still is beaten by Dio, which you should have bought before Yoriichi. So, I would... usually I would say that you should not get a character that's worse than Dio in main, because, well, they're just worse than Dio in a main, and if they're not good as an assist, you shouldn't get them, because, well, you're not going to use them as a main either, because you use Dio. But Yoriichi is actually the 3rd best assist in the game. He does have okay damage, he has 75-second cooldown, and the Awakening bonus is 18% more boss damage for 15 seconds. Now that is really good. It's actually a really good assist. So yes, I recommend you getting Yoriichi basically after you get Dio. So honestly, if you want to, you can get... First, you can buy Dio, and then you can get Yoriichi and awaken him. Thing is, there are a few exceptions, because, first of all, the reason why you want Yoriichi and not Garo, even though Garo is a better assist than Yoriichi, is because, well, you want to be able to get as many limited raid characters as possible. And Yoriichi is more limited than Garo. But the thing is, if you get Yoriichi and then awaken him, that's 2,500 raid tokens that you just spend on awakening him instead of actually getting another character. So it depends on if you actually want the good characters. If you want the best stuff instantly, then it's Dio, and then it's buying Garo. If you want the best main and then maybe get as many characters as possible and then maybe get Garo later, you could get Yoriichi and awaken him. But the most efficient way to get as many raid characters as you possibly could is honestly just grinding as many raid tokens and getting all of them, but wouldn't be to awaken Yoriichi, even though you could do that. But it's more of your choice. It's really good to get these raid characters while you can, because they will never get back. Well, they will in like half a year or a year, but it's really good to get them while they are here. So I would personally try to get as many as possible. But if you want progression, Yoriichi and then awaken him is probably a really good thing to do, because it's a really good assist, and it's probably going to be better than Garo, because after you get Yoriichi and awaken him, you still have a chance of getting Garo and awakening him, because you have like 35 more days after Yoriichi goes away. And where will Yoriichi be in the tier list? I'm actually gonna put him in high 8 or low 8 tier. He is like the 3rd best raid character as a main you can get right now, and just in general as well, behind Naruto and everything like that, better than everyone else. And he is the 3rd best assist in the game, so Yoriichi with the Awakening is actually really good. I would say that Naruto is a bit better because his main is just really, really good if you have the best stuff. that's the reason why. That's basically it about Yoriichi. He's a really good character as a main and an assist, so definitely you can use him as assist. He's meta, basically. One spot behind Garo and Kirito. But yeah, that's about everything. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna make a huge giveaway at 30,000 subscribers. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.